Wine and Cheese Day is at the end of July. Yes, this is a thing.
But when it comes to our friend Michael Landis, it's all month long. He is back to talk about the best pairings. Welcome back. How you doing, Michael?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. I miss you guys. I wish we were being able to do this together.
I know it. We miss all your cheese, right? Yes. We have a little bit here, but I wanted to start by asking you about this. This is my favorite type of cheese. What would you pair with this?
I would say that, you know, when we're talking about goat cheese, and is that what you have?
That is definitely not.
It's an American single.
Cheese. Oh, American single. But you know what? It goes with everything. That's the beautiful part about American singles is they go beautifully with wine, with beer, with water, with milk. You name it. You can pair it with anything.
You're so sweet. A true cheese lover. He would even give me a pairing for this. We were just going to play a prank on you. We'll throw it out now.
Get that cheese out of here. Because we're going to start with goat cheese that you just mentioned. What do you have that paired with, Michael?
Well, you know, with goat cheese, you have that nice little bit of butter and that tanginess, which is kind of like a lemon flavor in itself. So I go with a Sauvignon Blanc, and I have a Rodney Strong or a Chateau Saint Michel Sauvignon Blanc, and they're really fruit forward. So we're looking at a lot of fruity flavors, sweetness to it, and a little bit of a herb to it. Now, Sauvignon Blancs can also be really grassy, which is really nice, but also they can be grapefruit. So you have to be careful not to have too much grapefruit because you don't want too much acidity, you want a light acidity. And what the acidity does, it brings up more butter into the goat cheese. So you get a creamier mouthfeel with that.
Now, I know a lot of goat cheeses also come with herbs inside them, right? Does that pair well too?
Yes, because of the grassiness or the herbiness that you have with the Sauvignon Blancs, it works really well. So you can use a flavored goat cheese, and it comes in everything, including fruits, but there's also a honey. And believe it or not, the honey flavor is really great with Sauvignon Blanc. As a matter of fact, you can take the cheese and sprinkle on or dab on a little bit of honey with the Sauvignon Blanc, and it just takes it to another level. I use a nice simple cracker. This is a sourdough crisp, and so it works really well.
Perfect. All right, up next we have a Chardonnay. We have one right here with us, the same one as you. So cheers. What cheese are we putting with this?
We're having the Supreme, which is Supreme is a wonderful bloomy rind cheese, which we call Brie. And so it's not the typical round that you get. This is in an oval shape, which is very distinct, but it has a lot of butter for a double creme. It's actually pushing up to a triple creme, which means that it has a lot of butter to it. The rind is a nice mellow rind. It's a little hint of earthiness, kind of like a little white button mushroom. So it's really nice. You eat the rind and with the Chardonnay. Now this Chardonnay, this is Chateau Saint Jean. And you know, you don't want something that's so big that it overpowers the cheese. You want something to bring it up. And since it already has all this butter, you don't want an oaky, buttery version of it. You want a fruit forward. And so this is more fruit than it is oak or in a buttery flavor. And so when somebody says Chardonnay, you have to be specific about the style of Chardonnay. It's not that all work really well, even though that if you really like something oaky and buttery, it's fabulous. But the fruit in this is like adding fruit or apples or pears to the cheese, which is fabulous. And I'm pairing that up with a fig spread, and that adds a little bit more richness to it and blends in, the fruitiness blends in perfectly with the Chardonnay.
I'm a fan of a fig spread.
Yeah, we have some fig spread here. We have a different Brie than the one you talked about. La Bonne Vie, did I just butcher that?
No, La Bonne Vie. That's an excellent version of a Brie. Every Brie is going to be different. You have double cremes, triple cremes, camemberts, specialty, and so some of them are going to be milder, some of them are going to be more robust. And that happens to be a robust version, and this is more of a mild version. So, you know, if you're thinking about a big, bold Chardonnay, go with a big, bold version of the Brie. And we're here, this is a wonderful buttery version. This is just so much nice butter, and it blends really well. Supreme is an excellent choice for pairing up with some fruity wines.
That is good.
It's very good. Now, we're running out of time. I know you have several more wines to get to, but let me ask you before we run out of time, do you have any classes that you are holding perhaps for National Wine and Cheese Day or just this month in general?
I'll have classes on my Zoom, Michael Landis Cheese. You can look there and be able to see some of the things that I'm doing across the board to bring in more education to wine. And this cheese board is available on cheeselovershop.com, where you can buy the whole cheese board all in one stop and pair it up with these wines. And that's on there.
Oh, that's a nice, helpful tool.
That's what I need for my next gathering.
Yes,
so I don't have to, go into the store and I'm like looking at the video of Michael telling us what to get, and I'm like, is this right? I love it. Thanks for sharing that tip. We appreciate it, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
You're very welcome. It was good seeing you.
You as well. You can see a full list of Michael's educational services and find out more about cheese tastings by visiting mdlandis.com.